Hey YouTube, Andy 47 through 57 here. What I got today is real special. This is a Winchester Model 70, but this one's special. This one is one of the police snipers that came out back in the mid 70s, and this thing has a freaking heavy barrel on it. I mean by heavy, I mean by this thing's like an inch in diameter. Now this thing weighs about 15 pounds. I got a nice Leopold Very X3 6.5 by 20. This thing magnifies. And this one's in 30-06. So this thing has some real power behind it at 100 yards. I'm not joking. And what this thing has been had done to it after this thing was bought, the stock's not original anymore. But this thing's glass bedded. This was all done back in the 70s, man. And this one was designed for bench rest shooting. For real. And so if you see later in my video, the foreplate falls out. I didn't lock it in place, and the ammo I was using had the bullets really far out, which gives you a higher velocity and a little bit more accuracy out of this gun. So I couldn't really use the magazine on it. So I'm having to single feed it, if you were wondering. Later in the video you'll see why. But this one's a nice one. Glass bedded, has a Jules trigger in it, and this thing is a post 64 model. And the safety goes all the way to full, meaning that you can't open the bolt. You put middle safety, the bolt opens, but you can't pull the trigger. Now you put the thing on fire, it goes off. Has a 5-round capacity and is a beauty to shoot, and this thing can get groups down under a dime. I wasn't able to do it myself, but the owner of this one was able to do it, and I will find a picture of when I took it, but I did take a picture of him doing it. He got about a 1.5 inch group at 200 with this thing. Meaning that this thing's a sub-MOA gun. That's impressive. Especially on a 30-06. Built in 1970 something. Okay YouTube, this is the target I've been talking about. This is his 3-round group, the owner of the guns group. This is underneath an inch. This will actually fit within inside of a nickel, to give you reference. I don't have a nickel on me though. And this is what I was able to pull off on the gun. Not that good of a shot personally. But this gun's actually sighted in for 200 yards, and this target was at 100 yards, meaning that it hits about 2 inches high, and that's not bad right there. And here is what he was able to do at 200 yards, aiming right there. The wind was blowing, I bet, but this ain't bad with 4 rounds right here.